Thanks for standing by out there in Kill Radio land. You've been listening to Sir Richard Bishop on A Split with Earth, and now you're going to hear Ain Soph Aur. They're going to get right into it right now.
And he's 2 years old. My little brother. Richard Allen Harding. Before, my dad was talking, and then my mother sang a little song. And in the recording that my brother made, he only said one word, and my mother and father made the rest. Oh, so much fun. I'm learning to dance and to oh, so much fun. I'd rather sing for you. Here, Mother, you sing a little song.
When I was a kid, I think even smaller than you was. I sing a little song I learned when I was a little kid. I think even smaller than you, Eddie. A lady taught me. My mama told me if I was goody, that she would buy me a rubber dolly. But don't you tell her I got a feller, or she won't buy me no rubber dolly. What do you think of that, Eddie?
Oh, I think that's cute.
Can you sing it?
Uh-huh.
Actually, sing.
My mama told me if I was goody, she would buy me a rubber dolly. But don't you tell her I got a fella, but she won't buy me a rubber dolly.
You know, are you there? Well, honey, okay.
live again for others. Certainly the range of feelings handed on from poet to reader is as wide as human experience.
We have been told that poetry probably started as magical chanting to accompany the dance, and it will always exist as the music and dance of words. For that reason, it must be read aloud to be truly appreciated and enjoyed. This record, number 2 in the series, has been prepared by the Division of Communication Services of Brigham Young University to assist in the understanding and enjoyment of some of the poetry in the Relief Society literature lessons for the year 1965-66. Lesson 8.
Tiger by William Blake poses one of the most profound questions confronting thinking man. What is the source of evil in the universe? Poses one of the most profound questions confronting thinking man. What is the source of evil in the universe? To the poet, this is confronting thinking man. What is the source of evil in the universe? To the poet, this evil has taken the form and is symbolized by the tiger. To me, in reading, the forests referred to could be primeval, the dark canyons of city streets, or the unenlightened recesses of idle or wicked minds. The poem does not answer the question as to the source of evil, but leaves the reader to ponder.
The Tiger by William Blake.
Oh my God. What you just heard was Ain Soph Aur, the Limitless Light, here on Open Windows Show on killradio.org. This is the Ustad, and I've got Steve Barada lying on the ground, tripping out to the music. And oh my God, that was like that was better than the Eno, Mobius, Rodelius, Planck stuff.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you to say.
That's
Was that fucking zen enough for you?
that was fucking zen. That's what I demanded earlier. I want fucking zen. So Sander, real fast. We don't have a lot of time because Straight Ahead Show is going to be coming on really soon. Hassan Jamal is going to be in tonight. He's a really great guy. He said there's a lot to talk about with the political shit going on, but I'm going to let Sander say a few words. What do you have to say about the performance you just did?
I look forward to hearing the recording. It was fun. When we play together, I have no idea what we do. It just happens, and then I listen to it later. I'm like, oh, that's what it was. Okay, cool.
Really?
But
You don't know what you're doing.
not at all. No, I try not to think about it too much. It just gets in the way. Do you
What do you think about it, Steve?
You read my mind. I was listening. I was listening, and it was. I would say it was very calming. I was listening, with my
Fucking
eyes closed.
zen.
I guess the expression is zen. If you want to, it was very calming for me,
Fucking
and it was
zen.
also tribal. I get a really sense of tribal.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I try to connect with my tribal roots. You can't really tell, from the radio here my voice, but yeah, I'm pretty tribal.
How do you connect with your tribal roots out here? Tell me. I need some advice. I mean,
Well, like the drum loop that Carl played earlier was something that we used for a track called "On This Road," and I was trying to evoke some sort of slightly North African or Middle Eastern. I'm not exactly.
Frame drum going.
Yeah, and
Frame
I was using
drum
a
and the timbre.
I was using a baking sheet. For that. So
Introduce the other person in the room, Carl F. Off. Welcome.
That's me.
It's your
Yes.
first time playing on Kill Radio as well, right?
So awesome. This place is so amazing. God, it's
yeah,
so
I
fucking
feel like I'm
zen.
in a shrine here. It's amazing to be surrounded by all this history and all this this amazing
Yeah, I've always wanted
these
to play
relics
on this
of
show. It's so
awesomeness.
amazing. I mean, on this radio station.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so great. Yeah. Yeah, it's an awesome place, man. It's an awesome place. It's a really good place to hang out.
Well, I mean, Steve and I have had a really good run too. Next week we've got Endometrium Cunt Plow, who I don't know if you've heard. He's listening right now too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you've had some amazing artists on.
Is he fucking zen too?
Yeah, he is fucking zen.
Zen's the name of his girlfriend.
Wait a minute. You can. All right, yeah, it's silly. We love it. We
Well,
like
we were going
comedy.
to talk about some political stuff too. I think Carl and I.
What were we going to say?
Yeah, well, we were going to dedicate this performance to the soldiers in Iraq, who are serving the country here, over there, trying to make us all free, So, but actually, I'm just glad to be here. That's all I'm saying.
thank you, because yeah. I mean, it's a little bit early, but it's a good 4th of July kind of a theme, or anti-4th of July. Excuse the sarcasm, but yeah, it's like an anti-4th of July.
I just wanted to mention something about the performance. The amazing thing is that I got one of these phones, but what I've been able to transfer is like I got all these old 78 recordings that people recorded on these recordios back in 1940s, 1946. And that particular one was one that I found. My cousin Ed's daughter gave me a bunch of records, and it was like Floyd and Hendrix mixed in with some fucking Journey or whatever, some nonsense and some good stuff. And then in the middle was this Recordio record,
Don't
and I've been
Stop
collecting
Believing.
Recordios for some time, and it's cousin Ed, talking and singing on this recording
As a little kid, right?
as a little kid,
Oh.
1946. And his mom's on there, his dad. It's like, yeah, and I recorded, I transferred the CD, and I took it to him, and I'm like, here's your mother's voice and your father's voice and your grandfather's voice that you haven't heard in some of them in 40 years, 50 years. Like, you know what I mean? There's no recordings existing of these people. So, that was kind of phenomenal. And, and Ed's like the only person alive. His brother's passed. He's the only one alive on there. So, and anyway, so that's what those recordings were. And
Yeah, they had a really nice quality to them. There was a definite sort of historical flavor.
yeah, there's one that's halfway through. Eddie drops out and President Truman comes on. Start talking about supporting troops overseas or something.
See, it all goes back to that's what exactly. See?
Back to the political. Back to the political.
What was that? What was that thing? William Blake, I heard his name mentioned.
Oh, that was a Tiger. That was outcuts from Brigham Young University recording of it's poetry recording of different poems, and they kind of dissect them and explain them. But Sander and I had used them in a song, Tiger.
Yeah.
And we used the samples in there. So
Was that song ever released?
yeah, that was on the
Oxfam?
Oxfam comp. Yeah,
Oh, that's on that one.
that's on that one. You're on there too.
Because for some reason
The
I thought
Fakirs
that
are on
was
there.
gonna be on the next album. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
that'll be on the next
That's
album
where I
too.
got it from,
Yeah, and it's funny because I love that track. Not to sound immodest, but Carl, what you did with the way that you sort of recontextualized what she was saying, mixing some of the commentary with some of the poetry and all that. It's just it has a really beautiful feeling to it, and the quality of the album, the vinyl, it's so crackly and poppy. I don't know, I love it, and as you know, I was inspired by it to use those clicks and pops for the third track that we made, using those clicks and pops to create like a 4/7 rhythm that wound up turning into this jazz odyssey.
It's like an Indian jazz odyssey.
Yeah.
There's a tabla player on there. And
Yeah, and some Vedic vocalizing. Yeah.
Oh, I love that stuff.
So
So what? Yeah, there is that. We joked about the Zen thing, and when we were talking about you're using Vedic like stuff and Middle Eastern. I mean, was that like an important element for you guys? I mean, I know. I mean, that's the loaded question because we already. That's our whole thing anyway.
Yeah, we've dealt with that. Yeah, definitely. We're definitely spiritual in many ways. This particular recording, Sander happened to meet a fellow that was able to record some tablas for us and do some of that chanting. It was the first person I've ever been involved with. I mean, you did the recording and everything, but just to be part of the whole picture that was actually doing Vedic chanting, like that was just absolutely amazing. It was.
yeah, and the thing for me was sitting. This is a just a white normal like Southern California guy who his main gig is playing at Hindu temples. What? Yeah. So he's a Vedic percussionist professionally, and he plays at Vedic temples all over Southern California.
What's that other instrument that he plays? The mindangrum? Or
Don't ask it. It's
Mirdingum.
yeah. It's sort of like a double tabla.
Mirdingum.
Okay.
I'm probably not saying
Yeah.
it right either. But there's some of my students talk.
I think
I learned how to play that, and I'm like,
I think
what?
I might have some of that.
So I sat him down and I had my cell phone and I had these clicks and pops that I had structured into a 4/7 rhythm, and I gave him some earbuds and he sat there listening to this pattern, and I held my Zoom H4 and he played 2 takes on the tabla. And it was all I could do to like not fall over while I was listening to him play, because he's just so phenomenal. And if you listen to it at the very, very end of the track, his tabla comes in, and then there's some water, like splashy water sounds that come in, and it's almost like you can't tell where he ends and the water begins. It's just it's so fluid. It's so organic. I love it. I love it. So I was very happy to work with him. And then I also worked with a jazz drummer by the name of Alan Cook, who's an amazing jazz percussionist. And he... hey.
A little bit of that. It's a little bit of that recording.
Oh, nice.
Is that Alan? Who's that playing?
That's Brian Campbell is his name. Brian Campbell, yeah.
You should have him on the radio.
Yes, we need to get him on.
And that's the thing is, like, he'd never actually played with any regular, like, Western musicians before. You know, he doesn't do it. He doesn't play with jazz guys. He doesn't play with rock guys. He just does the Vedic music. That's it. You know, and he was like, "You really want me to do this for that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man."
He found that.
yeah. So
He thought that doing any kind of fusion thing was kind of odd.
it was just outside
That's
of
the
his
reaction you got.
It was just like, okay.
You sure he wanted? That's weird.
So yeah, but it was very, very cool. You know, and you know, it was two takes on the tabla, one take on the other drum, and then he did the vocal thing. And you know, the performance that you hear on the recording, I chopped it all up and aligned it with the clicks and the pops. So it kind of supports that.
Yeah.
But so it's a fun track. I really like it.
So cool.
It's beautiful. Next Ain Soph Aur album.
When's that coming out?
We've got to work on some more material, I think.
Well, I was thinking, you know, we should just put our own LP out. That's what I think.
Put our own LP out?
Yeah.
I think, we can do that. I think we're going to go look to get...
One thing about this program is I love putting people on the spot, and I'm going to do it right now. Maybe you guys get the whole thing together and let us know, and you can premiere it right here.
Sure.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm totally in.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Do you want to? I mean, you're talking about playing the track here?
Well,
The release?
but it'd be like a real premiere of the whole thing. I mean, not just the track, but your.
He can
whole
pull it off
CD.
his phone right now.
Yeah, I could.
Oh,
Do we have time for that?
is it just a track or a whole CD that you're talking about?
Son's not here?
He's gonna come burst into that door at some point, but I say we take us out with that.
Okay. Yeah. You have a...
Right here.
You have stereo 8-inch?
Yep, right here.
Cool.
Okay, so is there anything else you need to say before we say goodbye? Shout outs to
What's the
anybody?
name of the track?
Let me.
I'll be a human sacrifice. I'll stand by the door.
What?
Never mind. I said I'll be the human sacrifice. I'll stand by the door when he comes.
Wow. He stands up for the show.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. It'll just take a second here.
Yeah, no worries. We can just continue blabbing about stuff.
Blabbing.
So, but what else musically? What else is going on?
What else is going on?
Yeah.
Well, we have a Deglet Norfolk Years record that's going to be coming out soon, right?
That is true. Yes, that is true. The artwork is almost done.
Nice.
I'm very excited about that. I actually played a solo gig last night.
How was
over
that?
at the Irisphere Gallery. You know, Carrie Nova.
Yeah.
Carrie from not Astronovas. Carrie from Nova Express.
Nova Express on Fairfax.
That pizza place. Yeah, I miss it. We all miss it. But
It's not just
he's
a
got a
pizza
gallery.
place, though. It's just a whole experience, right?
He's got he's got a gallery. So I played a gig there.
The sculpture you posted was really cool.
Oh, isn't that cool?
That was amazing.
Okay, here it goes. World premiere.
Give him the name of the track.
The Ruling Affection.